Hey folks, Ed, Slow Car Fix. I am working on my 55 Chevy 4-door to 2-door conversion. It's coming along quite nicely, slow but nicely, and I wanted to show you guys what progress I have. Before I get showing you the progress on this project, I just wanted to take a minute to say if you could subscribe or consider hitting the notification bell so you can see my videos when they get posted, that'd be fantastic. I'm trucking along with my YouTube channel and everything's going well. I would like as many people to see this stuff as possible because it does occasionally help people. So if you could consider subscribing, share with your friends, that'd be great. Thanks. Rocker's in. I have another piece of rocker panel that I put down here. I made a piece. Finally used my slip roll and shaped a piece. So it fits right there. Pretty shiny. But I got to finish welding this in. I had the door off. I filed the hinges, the holes in the hinges to move this back. It still needs to come back more. It needs to come out here, but it's hard to tell if maybe I need to tweak the door a little bit. It's also tight here. So I'm not really going to screw with it too much because it fits in the hole, it opens and closes. I have other doors that I might try to see if one fits better than the other one because they are, believe it or not, all just a little bit different. And then what I'll do is in the end, I will straighten the door out, whichever door I'm using, to fit the car properly. I have to do this corner piece here, which is kind of a little fiddly jig. And actually that big panel that I bought, unfortunately, the lip for the underside of it, now I'm making a lot of noise, was very inconsistent and wavy, this whole bottom lip here, which would be this here. And I don't like that. So I wanted it straightish. So if you can see there, that's pretty straight all the way along. You know, there's a little puck up where I have to weld it, but the rocker itself is pretty straight. So I gotta do this little corner piece and get rid of this guy. So I have the piece, I'll open my door here. I have this guy here that I can sort of use, and you can see, if I show you down here, you can see this is the kind of shape that it came new. So that's pretty lame. So I'm going to fold that up once I get this in place. The interesting part will be to shape this radius here. But that's not a big deal. Like I could make this whole piece from scratch, but I've got this one here, and it's pretty close to the right shape. If I cut and butt it and sort of shape it as I go, it'll be just what I need. So that's not too bad. Rocker went in okay. what I did to find the right spot on the rocker, so I measured the other side. I measured from the front, from here backwards on the rocker on the other side to get where I wanted to go. I still have to tap that all in and tack that all and weld that all. I was really worried about these front, see that? It still has some movement because there's no inner rocker there. I was worried about this piece here because it came off in a million pieces and that's the fender support, but they sell a piece that goes on the end of this rocker that's for that. As I mentioned, this door needs a skin, so I'm not sure that I'm going to use this one. It is it's a good gap here, but it's tight back here and it's actually touching right there. So I can't really get a good judge on that until the inner rocker is there, and then I sort of take everything in and tack it to the inner rocker on the one-piece floor. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just trying to get it strengthened up enough to be able to put in the one-piece floor. I may redo the other side before I put in the one-piece floor. It depends on my schedule and what I feel like and all those good things. I did notice that I got some hammer marks here I got to get out. It's a couple of lows here. I think what I'm going to do is I'll get it all roughed in and where I want it to be, and then when I'm finally done everything, before I put the inner structure in, but when I'm done all the outside of the car, which is not going to be anytime soon, I will go over the whole car from front to back and try and get the metal as good as I can before I start applying any filler or anything like that.
For your love, I beg, borrow, and steal.
Shiny, look at this. So this is where my quarter panel is sort of at right now. I had to fix right here. If you recall from one of my previous videos, I had thought about patching in a panel there, and I cut this mistakenly and didn't need to. One thing I picked up here was if you've got a cut like this and it's like a 90-degree square, whatever you want to call it, L-shaped, do the vertical first, do the horizontal after. Because what happened to me was I tacked, tack, that kind of thing, and it pucked in right there and pulled that panel in, it shrunk in. So what I learned from this was to tack it from the bottom up, and I did the horizontal complete, or sorry, the vertical complete, and then did the horizontal afterwards, and hammered and dollied it as I went. And I don't know if you can tell, but like it looks pretty straight now. It sucks in a little bit at the weld because it's going to do that no matter what you do, but it had sucked in at the top of the panel, which was not good, and you could see it a mile away. So I spent a bunch of time getting this as straight as I can, hammer and dolly, and a little bit of my version of metal finishing. I'm not that good with it, but I'm good enough to put body fill and carry on with the bodywork process. This panel is done down here. There's a little line here that is there from where I joined this rocker panel to this piece that I made, and that'll get filler. There's a little bit of stuff in here that will need filler. It's going to need filler at every weld joint, every seam. That's just the nature of the beast. But it's pretty straight. I got a little more hammer and dolly I can do up here, to try and get that as clean as I can. There's some little dings here and there, but I've basically taken it from here down so far, and that's kind of where I'm at. I think that's ready for, mostly ready for body work. I haven't got the stud gun out yet. I got to get the stud gun out and pull this little dent out and finish this seam. I also need to straighten out this seam here, straighten out this seam here, and this door, I'm gonna have to bring this door out a little bit. Actually, the whole door still has to come back some. I slotted the hinges, but it's not back enough yet. But if you look from here, it looks pretty good. So you can see the rocker panel is in. See, the rocker panel is welded in here. And over here, I still have a lot of work to do cleaning this up, but I didn't weld this across here yet in case I have to do some more adjustments when I get those end caps, but it's structurally sound. That was loud. So I've been at this for a few days, trying to get this quarter panel and rocker panel straightened out. Waiting on my rocker panel for the driver's side to come in, and the end caps for the rocker. They're coming from Bay Ridge's Classic Chevy, which is a branch of Antique Shed Parts, and they're pretty local to me, so I've been dealing with them. They're pretty good. I do have to stop on it today because I have another little side project I have to do. I picked up another car, and I have to take its carburetors off and get them to a friend of mine for a rebuild. I say carburetors because there's 4 of them, so I'll show you what that's all about. Another question somebody asked me was about the floor pan. They asked me what the width is. I guess they're doing a 58. So I'll have a look at that right now, and I'll show you guys that, and I'll just give you a quick look at the car that I got, and then we'll wrap this thing up. All right, there's the floor. Let me grab tape from my selection of tapes. See if we can get a single-handed outside to outside. There goes my phone. Okay, so that's kind of curved. It's roughly 63.5 inches outside of the rocker to the outside of the rocker. Take that curve out of it. It's kind of the best I can get measurement by myself, one hand. Back over here, I've shuffled some things around. Had to. I've got some interesting updates for this coming. I think it's going to come together over the winter, which would be kind of cool. You can see something is leaking oil, and it's not. It's certainly not the Malibu. It's this guy up here. This is a 1966 Chevrolet Corvair Corsa. It's a Oshawa-built car, 140 horse, 4-speed. All Corsas. Corsa was only made in 65 and 66, and they either came with a 180 horse single carb turbo or a 140 horse, which is what this one is, 4 carburetor with 2 primaries, 2 secondaries, and they were all 4-speed. So anyways, that's that car. There will be more on that later, maybe. I don't know. I bought it because I like Corvairs, and I've had a huge pile of them. So I'm not sure if I'll put some of that content on the channel or not. Let me know if you think you want to see it. It seems that Corvair content doesn't do as well as obviously the Five Chevy stuff. So let me know what you think. The truck is down, and the truck is ready to go to the other side, I guess. So the plan is, when the 55 quarter panel is done on the driver's side, when I redo it, and when I have the floor installed, then this guy will go over to that side, and that shell of the 55 will come over here, and this will get LS swapped, and that's the bulk of my winter, is this project, and I've talked about that in another video. So, with a few side projects on that Corvair, the Beetle, and I got some finishing up, some trim stuff to do on this thing, and that's pretty much it. So that's it for me on this video. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think of the progress. So far, the feedback has been really good. I think we're past the point of where people are wondering what the hell I'm doing. And we're on to the point where people are trying to watch what I'm doing. I don't know. Anyways, stick with me. The car will get some progress this year, and then we'll move on to something else. Let me know what you think about seeing the Corvair stuff. I don't seem to get a lot of views on that stuff. So let me know what you think. I am always going to have Corvairs, so there's always going to be at least 3 or 4 of them around here. So it's kind of a fixture in the shop. So I'm always working on Corvairs. If you guys want to see it, I'll show you. If not, then I'll just show you the stuff that interests you. Let me know. That's good. Also, let me know if you want to see me pull the engine and transmission out of the Beetle, because that's going to happen sometime. And I'm not sure whether or not I'll put it on YouTube or not. So let me know. Thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing. Please share with your friends, share with your enemies, share with anyone. And check out my other videos. It's a huge playlist on my Malibu project. There's a huge playlist on this 55 Chevy project, and one on the 64 Corvair, the Secan Coupe. There will be more. There will be more on the 57 truck. That's what's coming. Thanks very much.